Just missing inside with a screwball. 2-0. Autumn Simmons on deck for Warren East. We're in the bottom of the first. 2-0 Warren East. Little flare right back to the pitcher. There's one out. That changeup fooled Riley Jones. One out. First baseman Autumn Simmons. Simmons at 419. One double, driven home 7. Warren East with 3 players with double-digit RBIs. Popped up behind the bag at second, and a little miscommunication who was going to get it. And it falls for a hit. So first and second for Warren East. One out here in the bottom of the first. Number 24, 8 players for Warren East have double-digit hits. Addison Lee, the third baseman. That one misses inside to her. Addison hitting .333 on the year. A couple of home runs, a double and a triple. Has driven home 9, and that is foul. Turning out to be a nice evening here at Warren East. A little slight breeze, 74 degrees, sun shining. Ground ball foul again. Mike Clef with our camera work again. The ball and 2 strikes. Jaylee Childers on deck. Brazel on at second, Simmons at first, and once again out in front of it is Addison Lee. Central went down in order in the top half of the first. Warren East with 2 here in the bottom. And runners at first and second. Up high. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that is going to be over the wall in left field. That's going to be a 3-run homer for Addison Lee. 5-0 Warren East. Got it up just enough to get over the wall out in left field. And for Addison Lee, RBIs 10, 11, and 12. She's the 4th player now in double digits RBIs for Warren East in their first 11 games. Jaylee Childers, the designated player. 414. Couple of doubles. Driven home 8. Misses inside. Allie Matlock on deck, the catcher. They go to the top of the second at Greenwood. No score. South Warren and Greenwood in softball action. Baseball, Greenwood at South Warren, still about 10 minutes away from first pitch. That misses high, 2-0. Ground ball, who wants it? Shortstop, Glover. In time. Childers retired. 2 out now here in the first. Brings up the catcher at Allie Matlock. Matlock 400 on the year. Has a couple of home runs, a couple of triples, a double. Driven home 9. 8th batter in the inning for Warren East. Turned on that one as that one's coming in right on her. Bounces up. You always watch us on the Warren County Public Schools website, warrencountyschools.org. Also, wbko.com/prepspin. Follow us on the Prep Spin Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels. All of our live streams there. Glover again at short with a strong throw in time, and that'll end the Warren East first. But they come up with 5 runs, and they lead it 5-0 after 1 over Warren Central.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Nothing brings more happiness than the love and joy of a baby. We're a law firm that is here to protect children. If they're injured, we want to make sure that they have a future. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And the moment of silent breath, thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
We go to the top of the second inning. Warren East scored 5 in the bottom of the first. Have a 5-0 lead. Cleanup batter for Warren Central, the third baseman, Jewel Walterman, facing Emma Markham. Up high and outside for a ball. Walterman at 176 on the season, has a double and an RBI. Good movement on that fastball, let her high, and it's a ball and a strike. Fouled off to the right, late swing. Now Walterman in the hole, 1-2. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and that's 4 strikeouts now for Emma Markham of Warren East. 1 out here in the second inning for Warren Central. Brings up the second baseman, Mackenzie Rose. Mackenzie, 263. Has an RBI, looking for her first extra base hit of the year. Just a little low. Once again, some good movement on that high fastball. Rose can't catch up with it. The ball and a strike. Swing and a miss by Rose, 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's 5 up and 5 down. Emma Markham all via the strikeouts for Warren East. And Central will have the first baseman, Daisy Finn. Finn looking for her first hit of the season. She's walked 6 times. Just a little low. Warren East Athletic Director Brandon Combs checking in after a busy day, taking FBLA to Louisville here at Warren East. Glad to have him checking in with us. It's a ball and a strike here to Daisy Finn. 1-1 from Markham. Been successful on that pitch. It's just 1-2. Finn thought that was strike 3. 1-2. The 1-2 from Markham. Swing and a miss by Finn. 6 straight strikeouts to start the game by Emma Markham. As the Lady Dragons are retired in order, we go to the bottom of the second inning. 5-0 Warren East as you're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
Scott Thompson, Mike Clef, glad you're joining us on this Tuesday evening. We go to the bottom of the second, as you see. Warren Central pitcher Natalie Naffel getting her warm-up tosses completed here. No score between Greenwood and South Warren. Over at Greenwood in softball. And baseball at South Warren should be starting right about now. We'll keep you updated as we get the scores in. Warren Central will return to district action on Thursday night. They will be at Bowling Green. Warren East coming up on Thursday night. That'll be our game, as we'll have South Warren hosting Warren East. That's a 5:30 first pitch, 5:20 airtime. Hopefully we don't have too bad of storms where the fields are unplayable on Thursday. Lydia Jones will lead off, the second baseman, then back to the top of the lineup. Lydia, the leading hitter for Warren East, 607 on the year. A couple of triples, a double, 11 RBIs. Naftel, first pitch. Ground ball off of Walterman. Well, I took a hop off this dirt here on the infield. They're going to check on her. I mean, that got to her in a hurry, had a lot of spin on it. And it just kind of jumped on her. Kicked off an infield single by Lydia Jones. Top of the lineup and Emma Young. Started the game with a double. Later scored. Fly ball to left. Pineda, it's over her head, came in on it, and it kept sailing off her head. Rounding third is Lydia Jones. She'll score, and it's 6-0 Warren East on the double by Emma Young. So Emma Young now, back-to-back doubles in plate appearances. 13 RBIs for her now. Doubled her double total. Had 2 coming in, now has 4. Outside, that's a wild pitch, allowing Young to get to third. Madison Heimer. Infield hit and then went to second on the throwing error by the shortstop. Slap foul, it's going to drop for a base hit into short left field. Had just enough height on it. And Heimer a hustling double. And it's 7-0 now, Warren East. We're in the bottom of the second. Haley Brazel, the shortstop, she doubled and scored in the first as well. High, wild pitch, throw down to third, not in time. It's a 1-0 count to Brazel. Haley Brazel, the shortstop. That's a line drive right through the left fielder, Pineda. Goes to the wall. That'll be a double. Another run scores. That ball jumped off the bat. Now they're going to give her 3. That's a triple there for Brazel. Hustling triple there. She's at third, nobody out. 3 have scored here in the bottom of the second for Warren East. Riley Jones popped up to the pitcher last inning. Strike call, screwball. Kind of a half swing, but umpire said strike anyway. That hitter. So Jones is on. Be first and third for Warren East with Autumn Simmons. Simmons singled and scored in the first. Nobody out here in the second for Warren East. Runner going. Another wild pitch, or that's probably a pass ball there on that one. So Jones at second, Brazel at third. A 1-0 count to Autumn Simmons here in the bottom of the second. Ground ball. Glover backhands it, no play. Simmons will get an infield hit as Brazel scores. Now 9-0 East. Jones still on at second. They're in the bottom of the second. No score between South Warren and Greenwood. A top 10 matchup over there. Down low. Addison Lee with a 2-0 count. Low, or both runners will advance. Lights have been on for a little bit as the sun starts to set. That's ball 4. Now the bases are loaded for Jaylee Childers, the designated player. She grounded out to the shortstop Glover back in the first. Chance to do some damage here. Childers had 12 hits coming into tonight and 8 RBIs. Hit into a ground out her first time. Chance to add to her RBI total. There's a swing and a miss, a ball and a strike. And jammed her. Fouled back. 1-2 now to Jaylee Childers. Just off the inside part of the plate with a screwball. 2-2. Fouled off to the right, now to play. Warren Central Athletic Director Jason Esther is helping with the team with Chris Hightower out. Also, congratulations to Jason on winning the Golden Apple Award. He'll be honored at the April Board of Education meeting. The 2-2 popped up. That is going to be right at the edge of the grass. And that'll be a single for for Childers. Jones scores, and they're still full of Lady Raiders with Allie Matlock at the plate. They go to the top of the third, no score, South Warren and Greenwood. Five runs in the first, 5 so far here in the second for Warren East. Fouled at the plate. Matlock is the 9th batter here in this second inning. No balls, 2 strikes. Jumped on that one, foul. Might have had home run distance if it stayed fair, but she got way out in front of that swing. Stays 0-2. Pop that one foul into the net, stays 0-2. Naftel. Popped up, Overton in left center, makes the catch. But that'll get a run home for Warren East. First out of the inning. Simmons scoring from third, now 11-0 Warren East. Lee advanced over to third. Childers stayed at first, and Lydia Jones will bat. Started the inning with a single and scored. East has scored 6 here in the second. To lead 11-0. That's foul just outside of third. Warren East this weekend will be heading to the 6th Annual Spring Classic in Cookeville, Tennessee. They'll play Friday and Saturday. After Thursday's district game, they'll be back in action next week, hosting Bowling Green here at Warren East. Runner goes to second. It's a ball and a strike here to Lydia Jones. Misses, 2 balls and 1 strike. Natalie Naftel has thrown all but 1 inning this year for Warren Central. Jammed her off the top of the Warren East dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two from Naftel. Ground ball foul. Try this 2-2 again. And once again, a foul ball. A line drive right off of over the top of Philip McKinney's head down there in foul territory. One out so far here in the second for Warren East. And that one once again driven foul. Breeze dying down just a little bit. Ground ball, that's inside the bag and off the bag. 1 run has scored. Here comes the second run. Childers will score on the double by Lydia Jones. 13-0 Warren East with 8 runs here in the second so far. Emma Young back top of the lineup to her. She's doubled twice and scored twice. And that's taken the other way. That's going to be trouble. That's going to go to the wall. Over to get the right fielder, Carver. And that's going to be a triple for Emma Young. Ball gets away. And nobody backing up, and she'll score. That'll be a triple and an error. Now 15-0 Warren East. Madison Heimer, a single and a double so far. Outside, misses. Now we're ready. Bottom of the third, no score. South Warren Greenwood softball. Ball to strike here to Madison Heimer. Ground ball, third baseman Walterman. No throw. Infield hit for Heimer. Heimer just so quick, especially out of the left-handed box. Now, she called her out? Okay, called her out for stepping out of the box. That's what it is. 2 out here in the second. Fly ball off the right fielder's glove. And that'll be a 2-base error for Brazel. 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Riley Jones will step in. Hit by a pitcher last time up and is popped to the pitcher. Strike on the inside corner. East has scored 10 runs here in the bottom of the second. Pop back into the screen. 0-2 now to Riley Jones. Ground ball, backhand by Glover. The throw in time. And Warren East retired here in the second. 10 runs in the inning. They have a 15-0 lead as you're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
We go to the top of the third here at Warren East. 15-0 Warren East. Bottom three in the order for Warren Central. Ariana Pineda to lead off. Pineda is looking for her first hit of the season. Late swing. Outside corner called strike, and Pineda in the hole. Or Pineda in the hole, 0-2. Emma Markham not allowed a base runner thus far. And has struck out 7 in a row now. Brings up the catcher, Emma Updegraff. Updegraff, 294, has a double, couple RBIs on the season for Warren Central. Late swing. The 0-1 from Markham. That's a good movement on that fastball. Stayed a little high, though. Ball and a strike up the graph with Hancock on deck. One and two on the miss there by Updegraff. Swing and a miss. 8 strikeouts now for Emma Markham. And the designated player, Angelina Hancock. She's looking for her first hit of the season. This is just her second at bat of the year. Good battle going at Greenwood. South Warren and Greenwood. No score. They're in the top of the fourth in softball. The 1-0 from Markham. That's a strike. Catches that inside corner. Markham's 1-1. There's that good movement on that high fastball. 1-2 now to Hancock. Strike 3, and she strikes out the side, and that'll do it. Warren East will win this one 15-0. We'll come back with our postgame as you're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And the moment of silent breath thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Nothing. Warren East wins tonight over Warren Central in the 3-inning game as they get the run rule. Emma Markham with 9 straight strikeouts now has 88 on the season for Warren East. Warren East now will be on the road. They're 9-2. They'll be on the road Thursday night. We will have that game for you at South Warren. That's a 5:30 start on the air at 5:20. Warren Central will play at Bowling Green on Thursday. These two teams will play again on April the 28th at Warren Central. Tomorrow night, weather permitting, we will have lacrosse for you as South Warren will be at Greenwood. That's a 6:30 scheduled start, but they do have a makeup date just in case those storms are severe. And then Thursday night, we'll have softball for you. For Mike Clev, Scott Thompson, so long. Final score, Warren East 15, Warren Central nothing. You've been watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.